Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos admits needing more time with two men. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos admits she needed some more time with two of her men. Those two men were sent home, and it's something she looks back on and wonders if more time would have made a difference. She appeared on a podcast where she revealed if she has any regrets about her decision to send people home. Keep reading to find out more. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos admits she needed more time. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos appeared on the Off the Vine podcast where she was asked by Caitlin Bristow if there were any men she regrets sending home. Her answer may surprise some of her fans. Overall, Joan wishes she would have had more time with Mark Anderson and Jordan Heller. She said, I feel I needed more time. I feel like I needed more time with Mark Anderson and more time with Jordan Heller, honestly. Joan says she started falling for Mark and their yacht date ended up being a lot of fun. However, she made the tough choice to send him home. She admits he grew a lot during his time on the show. He was becoming emotionally ready, but Joan just didn't know if Mark saw her in his new future of moving on. He formed a lot of great bonds with the other men as well on their journey. Joan doesn't really regret bringing the two men to the finale that she did. However, she does wish she would have had more time to explore her relationships with these two men. What about Jordan? As for Jordan Heller, Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos also wishes she had some more time with him. He admitted to her that throughout this entire time on her journey, he felt uncomfortable. She said the relationship was a slow-burning one. Plus, Jordan admitted he wasn't quite ready and didn't know if he ever would be. They had a great time together, and she did like him a lot. However, she didn't want to waste time on someone who wasn't sure if they would want her in the end or even be ready for love. Now Jordan is rumored to be possibly dating Leslie Fema. The two attended a soccer game together recently. While she may have these few regrets, she does not regret the two men she brought with her to the finale. Joan Vassos, America's poised and golden-hearted bachelorette, has never been one to rush love. But now, as the journey nears its glittering end, the 61-year-old widow turned romantic hopeful finds herself at a deeply emotional crossroads. For weeks, she's gracefully navigated heartfelt conversations, hometown visits, and moonlit dances. But in a candid confession that has Bachelor Nation buzzing, Joan is finally admitting what viewers suspected all along. She needs more time. With not just one man, but two. In a confessional filmed just before the rose ceremony that could change everything, Joan sits in her signature emerald wrap dress, eyes reflecting the soft light of candles flickering around the Tuscan-style villa. "My heart is torn," she says, her voice thick with emotion. "These men have shown me different kinds of love. One is like rediscovering comfort and safety, the other like falling off a cliff into something electric. And I don't know if I'm ready to say goodbye to either." The men in question: Thomas M., the retired firefighter from Colorado who brings warmth, laughter, and steady hands, and Everett D., the dashing literature professor from Vermont whose poetry, intellect, and simmering glances have become Joan's Achilles heel. For weeks, fans have watched Joan's connection with Thomas grow from playful flirtation to intimate depth. He was the first to kiss her under the stars, the first to open up about losing his wife to cancer, and the first to tell her, without hesitation, "I'm falling for you." Thomas's presence is like a well-worn sweater, cozy, dependable, and deeply familiar. He and Joan laugh easily, move as if they've known each other for decades, and even share matching opinions about grandchildren, gardening, and morning walks. But then there's Everett. If Thomas is comfort, Everett is curiosity. He's the kind of man who recites Pablo Neruda by memory, cooks brisado from scratch, and kisses like he's rewriting history. From the moment he stepped out of the limo, quoting Rumi and handing Joan a rose he dried himself, there was something magnetic about him. Their one-on-one date in Venice, complete with a slow gondola ride and a jazz serenade, felt like a movie. With Everett, Joan once whispered to a producer, "I feel like a woman again, desired." Scene. It's thrilling and terrifying. So when the latest episode ended with Joan clutching two roses, but handing out only one to an astonished Everett, viewers were left in suspense. What happened? Why didn't Thomas receive a rose that night? The answer came in a teaser. Joan pulled host Jess Palmer aside, and in a move that shocked even him, asked for more time. "This isn't just a TV show to me," she told him. "This is my real life, and my heart isn't ready to choose." Back at the villa, both men wait in silence. Thomas paces near the fire pit, his brow furrowed, the hurt already forming behind his eyes. Everett, too, seems unsettled. Was his rose a sign of victory, or a temporary hold on heartbreak? Joan's decision to hit pause sparked waves across social media. Some fans praised her emotional maturity. "Good for Joan," one fan posted on Instagram. "Too many leads get pressured into fast choices. She deserves to be sure." Others, however, were more skeptical. "This feels like a classic stall tactic." One user on Reddit wrote, "She's into Everett. She just doesn't want to hurt Thomas." But insiders close to production say Joan's request for time was more than just strategy. It was a revelation. She genuinely cares about both men, a producer shared anonymously. She didn't expect to fall so deeply for two people. It's not a triangle. It's a tug of war between her past and her future. Adding more fuel to the fire, a private conversation between Joan and her daughter was leaked in the final scenes of the episode. Sitting by the pool, her daughter gently pressed, "Mom, do you want safety or passion?" Joan's reply was immediate, but cryptic. "I want both. I just don't know if I can have that." And maybe that's the crux of it. After years of being a caregiver, a widow, a mother, and a grandmother, Joan Vassos is now learning what it means to choose herself, to be desired, to feel safe, to feel seen. But she's also learning that sometimes love comes with no clear path. Sometimes two hearts can be right for you in entirely different ways. According to show insiders, Joan's request has thrown the finale into complete chaos. Producers have adjusted filming schedules, and speculation is rampant that a surprise twist, possibly a live finale or even a second-chance rose ceremony, is being planned. Jess Palmer has remained mum, only teasing. What Joan decides next will change everything. Back in her private quarters, Joan is seen writing in her journal, pen scratching across the page as waves crash below the villa. "I never imagined loving again," she writes aloud in voiceover. "And now I find myself loving twice. How do I let one go when both have given me pieces of myself I thought were lost?" And maybe, just maybe, the final rose isn't the point at all. Maybe the true beauty of Joan Vassos' journey is not in who she picks, but in how bravely she opened her heart. At a time of life when society often tells women to slow down, settle in, or step aside, Joan is choosing to embrace uncertainty, lean into love, and ask for what she needs: more time. Bachelor Nation will have to wait to see how this golden love story ends. But one thing is certain: Joan Vassos has already redefined what it means to fall in love at any age. Would you like a creative sneak peek at how the finale might unfold?